Alright, let's get it. So, real quick before I talk about how well he would do, let me go ahead and say what he would do in the meantime, you know. So obviously Mario wouldn't train because that's just not what he does. You know, he doesn't get stronger by training. He just gets strong. He just gets stronger. You know, actually I don't know how he gets stronger because I don't know how he got from building level to with slightly faster than Mach 1 speeds to multiversal with MFTL speeds. Like, I don't know how he got from that point, but it's probably because I guess the more stars he collects, the stronger he gets. So how strong is he by the end of Mario 64? Well, probably still the same, because I feel like 120 stars would be where he starts to get stronger. So probably if Mario did a completionist run, himself. But anyway, that's yeah. What would he do in the meantime? Because he's not training. It's just not what he's doing. He's not a martial artist. He wouldn't care about that stuff. Training. Like he's going to the tournament only because he does fighting. But that's really it. And also because the announcer will probably tell him about how much cine he would get, and Mario will probably be happy because all the food he will be able to buy. So what would he do? What would he do? So actually, I think Mario would probably just get a plumbing job. So he can make himself some money before the tournament, and then that's really all he would be doing. He would just be a plumber, just like he is in Mario, in the entire Mario franchise. But enough of that. Let's get to the tournament. So first up, the preliminaries. Mario one-shots everyone in the preliminaries, just like how Goku and Krillin did. Yeah, he one-shots all of them. Now let's get to the actual tournament, the finals. So his fight with Giran, Mario, he won't have one-shot Giran. Like, he won't one-shot him that really fast, but he still would beat him. This is what I see happening. So I can see Giran trying to hit Mario, and Mario, just moving way too fast and dodging all of his attacks. And then, Giran, getting angry. Then I can see Mario grabbing him by his tail, spinning him around and throwing him out of the arena, just like he does to Bowser. And he wouldn't win that way though, because Giran would just fly back, just like how he did when Goku threw him out of the arena. And then he'll probably put Mario in the merry-go-round gum, and this probably be Mario's first struggle fight, because the merry-go-round gum was difficult for Goku to break through, and it would be hard for Mario to break through too. So what would happen? Well, Giran would probably punch him in his head, throw him out of the arena, and then you could say it's raps. But this is where I'm giving Mario the wing cap. So let's say he's flying towards the city, but then he flies into a wing cap box, and he breaks it. How's he gonna put it on though? Well, let's say he bites the wing cap, flips it up into the air and it lands perfectly on his head because, well, video game logic. And then he can fly his way back to the arena because he wants to do a triple jump if he's already in the air. And then he would get a violation. The announcer would say that that will be his only time to be able to use the wing cap, and if he uses it again, he'll be disqualified. So Gideon would try to punch him. Mario would just dodge. He'll probably just jump over Gideon's head, and then he would break out the merry-go-round gum. After trying really hard. And then after he breaks out the merry-go-round gum, then the real fight will begin. So I could see Mario and Gideon exchanging blows, and neither of them being able to land a shot on each other yet, because Mario will just keep dodging all Gideon's attacks, but Gideon will keep blocking all Mario's attacks because of his size. But then I can see Mario start to go crazy. I can see Mario, throwing punches at the speed of sound, or faster than the speed of sound. Gideon won't be able to keep up, and Mario will just keep boom, 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 just hitting him all up in his face and his body. Then he'll probably kick him out the ring, and that'll be the end of the fight. So, and Mario wins. Low diff, definitely low to mid diff, because it wasn't really that hard of a fight, but he almost did lose because Gideon threw him out the ring. But let's move on to Mario versus Nam. So this will also be kind of a struggle because of Nam's skill, and Nam was able to keep up with Goku for a little bit. So you can only imagine how much he will be able to keep up with Mario. And then it's also because Goku was moving out speeds slightly faster than Mach 5. Meaning that if Nam was able to keep up with him, even if I want to say Goku was holding back, Nam was still able to keep up with a character that's faster than bullets. Well, rifle bullets. So Nam would definitely be able to keep up with Mario's speed. And then who would win though? Mario probably still wins only because of his strength. That's probably the only way he could win, because let's be real. Nam is okay, yeah, you know what? I think it's safe to say Nam is faster than Mario. I would probably say Nam moves at least Mach 2 to maybe Mach 3 speeds. So obviously he'll be faster than Mario. So it feels like he just speed blitzes him, which that could happen. He could just speed blitz Mario and the fight would be over. So yeah, I can see Nam speed blitzing him and attacking him from all angles. But the thing about that is that Mario has durability that is higher than Nam's attack potency, because Nam scales only small building level. So Mario will be able to tank his attacks, but he wouldn't be able to keep up in terms of speed, because Nam will still speed blitz him, but Mario will just keep tanking his attacks. So then what happens after this? Well, let's say Nam manages to knock Mario off for a little bit, and then he does his aerial attack. I forgot what it was called, but that where he crosses his arms and he jumps into the air really high, and it comes down to his opponents like a lightning bolt. Well, that will hurt Mario, but just like Goku, Mario would get back up Probably after like 8 seconds though, but still, he would get back up. Um, and then, um, you know, the rest of the fight, I mean, I still see Nam blitzing Mario and just hitting him from all directions. Even if Mario does survive, which he will survive, you know, Nam's lightning bolt attack from, but there is an exception. There's one way Mario can win. So he could win. He could probably win like how Goku did, you know. Yeah, say you know, Nam manages to knock Mario down, not out, like not knock him out, you know, unconscious, but he just manages to knock him down. So what happens? Well, if he knocks Nam down, I mean, if he knocks Mario down, then Mario's probably getting up after a couple of seconds, but then Nam's going into the air and gonna try to do his attack again. But just like Goku, Mario would jump up to Nam's level, you know, to his height in the air, and then same thing will happen. They'll both fall down, but Mario will fall down faster because of, you know, his limited tune force. And then you know, dang it, I'm forgetting. Alright, maybe fall on first. Now I'm gonna try to hit him, but Mario would just he would dodge, and then he would do the same thing that Goku did. He would jump back, and Nam would try to dodge him, but Mario would end up punching him or kicking him in the stomach or whatever. He would knock him out the ring, and he would win. Yeah, so this will definitely be a hard fight for Mario though. This is extreme diff. Definitely extreme diff. Because just because of Nam's skill and speed, like the skill and speed gap is what that's the only advantages Nam has, is skill and speed. Because Mario's not used to fighting people like Nam or anybody in Dragon Ball, because, you know, almost everybody in Dragon Ball is a trained martial artist. Actually, every major fighter in Dragon Ball is a trained martial artist, and Mario's not used to fighting guys like that. So, Nam could outbox him, and he could speed blitz him, but it wouldn't matter because Mario's durability scale is higher than Nam's attack potency, so he still wins, but in the same way that Goku did, you know, by doing the exact thing that Goku did to win. That's literally the only way he can win. But if Nam did continue to hit him over and over again, he would eventually be able to knock him out because of all that blunt force trauma. And all those blows to the head, you know, if he hits him, you know, the right amount of times, then yeah, he could knock him out. But I'm gonna run out of time. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh.